All right, welcome back. It's that time of year. The misinformation is flowing, and I don't expect the next 20 minutes to be any different. So, but on a serious note, I mean, it's been a great process. Last 2.5 months working with Coach Wilks and his staff has been fantastic.
This is just a super exciting time. I think the schedule is probably coming out in the next couple of days, end of this week, more than early next week. And when that happens, you know, we can really dig down into more planning and getting ready for the season. I just couldn't be more excited, especially today after the first time on the field. How'd it go?
I thought it went well, Michael. I really did. You know, one of the things we talked about was really trying to focus on the fundamentals and just the techniques. And I thought those guys went out there and did a great job. You know, we emphasized tempo, you know, sense of urgency. You can see the guys moving around. I thought the energy was there, and the guys were trying to execute.
Here we go, man. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Here we go.
Yes, sir. What's going on, baby?
Nothing, man. Ready to rock and roll, baby. Day 2. I'm excited.
Trust in the defense, man. Just do your job. Do your job. Gap integrity now. Back, 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 back. Look halt. Look halt. Right there. Boom. There you go. Starts with communication. Cross key, like Coach is saying, start with communication with Buddha.
This right here is huge for us, you know, being able to, you know, first year head coach, being able to get out of here and get this extra practice, you know.
Get some of these concepts on film, get some of these routes.
JJ, they say you fast. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Before OTAs and spring is over, me and you in the 40. All right? You got me? Okay. Hey, it ain't gonna take but one. I don't need you to spot me. Here we go, baby. Let's stretch it up. Stretch it up. Here we go. This is where it starts right here, man. I'm telling you, this is where it starts right here. Up front. Hey, Q, you look light on your feet, man. You look light on your feet. Almost like not quite a halfback, but maybe a fullback. Here we go, special teams, let's go. Let's go, man, on the hop, on the hop. There you go, stand square. Here we go, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Details, man, details, details. And everything we're doing now. Good alignments. Doing great, baby. Bless. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, let's go to work. Hey, man, continue to build a solid foundation, okay? All right? Continue to build a solid foundation. Number one, focusing on the details, all right? Compete against each other, but most importantly, compete against yourself, all right? Last question right here, where are my leaders? The speed of the pack is determined by the speed of the leader. So if you raise your hand, set the damn tone today. Let's go. Starts up front, D-line. Starts up front. How we work an individual period, that's where it starts. Ball ready, we're ready. Ball ready, we're ready. Detail your work, let's go. Good job, Corey. That's what I'm talking about right there, Buck. Gotta live on the sled, using our weapons, man. Eyes, hands, hips, and feet. Get them under control. There you go. There you go. There you go. Gosh, get mad at it. Get mad at it. There you go. There you go. That's how you detail it right there. Finish. Finish all the way through the line, Harlan. There you go, TJ. Let's go in the huddle, in the huddle, in the huddle. Dress it up. Dress it up. There you go, Buck. Take control. Let's work together. Here we go. Here we go. Got to convert. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. We got to convert now. Let's go. Nice ball. Vice it, vice it, vice it. Next play, let's go. Hit the reset button. Next play, inside leverage. Inside across the board, let's go. Once it's set, it's set.
Go. Turn up and we show cut.
What a turn and run, baby. What a turn run. Put it. Great job coming down. Great job coming down. Middle of the field, wide open. Corner safety, middle of the field is wide open. Lurk the back, lurk the back. Man, we working today. We working today. Love it. You off the edge. We don't know how to chase the hip yet, man. We don't know how to chase the hip. That thing's he's gonna be hitting his head on the goalpost. Hey, the one thing I like about today, we talk about tempo and urgency. I thought you guys came out here with some tempo and urgency, all right? And on both ends right here, we had a lot of communication. Guys talking, okay? Let's continue to take a step going forward, all right? Bring it on in, let's break it down. Chandler, break us down, baby.
Hey, listen now. Tomorrow the last day in this voluntary camp now. Make sure y'all bring it and leave your mark. Let's go Cardinals on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Cardinals. Defensive player of the year.
That's an inspiration right there,
Chandler, we need that.
The Cardinals might be the team everyone's sleeping on in the NFC West. Sam Bradford healthy? Okay.
Yep.
Larry Fitzgerald still putting up the numbers. An elite defense, a new coach, a new coaching staff. I wouldn't want to face the Cardinals week 1 of this season because I don't know what you're getting. And if David Johnson's healthy, you might get smacked up in the face.
Here it is. Michael Bidwill.
Hello, Michael. It's Blake Jones at the league office. How are you?
Very well, Blake. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I've got your schedule if you are ready.
I am ready.
Okay. Week 1, we have you on Sunday, September 9th, hosting the Washington Redskins. Week 7, we have you on the Thursday night game on Fox and NFL Network against the Denver Broncos at home. Week 13 is Sunday, December 2nd at the Green Bay Packers, 11 a.m. on Fox.
And pack our cold weather gear.
Unfortunately, that's usually the case that time of year up there.
Yep. Okay, very good. Let me just read it back. So September 9th, Redskins September here. 16th at the Rams. September 23rd, the Bears here. October 7th at the 49ers. 18th, Thursday Night Football, Broncos here. Bye week is November 4th on November 11th. Raiders on November 18th. December 9th with the Lions here. And then finish up at Seattle, December 30th.
That's correct. 8 p.m. release this evening and ask you to use it for internal purposes only until then.
Okay, very good. Thanks so much for the call, Blake.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye.
We're here in the war room. This is where it all happens. This is where we start building a 53-man roster. We try to supplement through free agency, and it's the most exciting time of the year for me. You know, there's always that anticipation of making the pick and getting closer and closer, whether you're going to trade up, whether you're going to stay tight, which 4 players are you going to consider, who you're going to put in the bullpen. And, you know, once you make that decision and you make the pick, usually there's quite a bit of excitement in the room.
Peter King's mock draft had the Cardinals trading up to 5 with Denver and grabbing Baker Mayfield, so maybe they're in the mix.
There's so many mock drafts every time you turn on ESPN or the NFL Network.
And you look at their needs, you're looking at defensive back. We've heard Patrick Peterson come out already and say we need to get another number 2 corner.
To some degree, you have to put on blinders and do what you think is right for the organization.
They need someone across from Patrick Peterson, too. I mean, there's a lot of spaces in that secondary that he could fill, and Minkah Fitzpatrick, I think, is the guy to do it.
You see the mock drafts and you see the prognosticators project where a player's going to go, but there's always surprises. This is Steve.
They got 2 minutes left.
Okay, yeah, no, we're good. Let's go ahead and do it. Being prepared and the preparation part of it helps you adjust. There's very few times where you have to panic and make split decisions that you're not prepared for because you've put so much time into the process.
But just so you guys have the heads up, we're going to try to trade into the next pick.
A lot of times, really, the only thing that can adjust is whether you have a player in your sights that you may want to go trade up for. Like a Buda Baker last year in the 2nd round where we had such high grades on him, felt like at the time that it was going to be a good opportunity for us to go get a player that we coveted. Buda. Hey man, Steve Keim, GM of the Cardinals, how you doing? I want to keep you on the phone here because we got a possible trade in place here to try to come up and get you. As it gets closer and closer and it becomes to a point where you feel like it's in striking distance, you start to make those calls and you start to see if you can get a trade partner.
Hang tight.
I'm just confirming here that the trade has gone through, and then it's with Chicago Bears. So.
Bears are calling on the other lines.
And when you had the type of grades we had on Buddha, we felt like it was worth going up for him. It's an honor, man. It's, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that just goes to show you how we feel about you. I know you're probably a little disappointed because you wanted to go, you know, in the first round. But, you know, yeah, hey, listen, it's all about opportunity.
The Arizona Cardinals select Buddha Baker, defensive back from Washington.
Wow. That's a football player right there.
We know exactly what we're going to get in the first and second round, the bells and whistles. But, you know, I think this staff, the scouting department, the scouts, personnel, these coaches has done a tremendous job in trying to find some of those down the line guys that we've identified already that we feel like can come in and really contribute this year.
I always tell our scouts you have to find guys in those middle to late rounds that you can find something that you're excited about, that you can hang your hat on that player's ability in one area or the other. And that's what the scouts really get paid for, is to go out to find some of those diamonds in the rough.
He's a good blue-collar kid. Football is important to him.
Shows good pop as a tackler.
Lacks awareness of instincts and zone, struggles to make plays in space.
Football is his priority, wants to be successful.
This is a good football player.
You know, I would say it's a really anxious feeling that you have. But at the end of the day, you have a confidence about yourself because you feel like so many of your staff members that you truly count on have put so much time and effort into it.
The NFL draft is officially open.
Michael Bidwill, of course, our president and our owner, is up here. He signs the checks, so he has the right to sit at the head of the table. Coach Steve Wilks, our head coach, sits right here. I sit here myself. Terry McDonough sits beside me, our Vice President of Player Personnel. And then right beside him in front of the two monitors is Mike Disner, our Director of Football Administration, and who handles trade information and gives me the updates of what makes sense and the values. And Drew Grigson, our Director of College Scouting.
You know, some people might bite on that. I'm not biting on that.
Michael asked a lot of great questions. You know, the one thing that I enjoy about him being in the draft room is a lot of times when you are in my position, you have somewhat tunnel vision. And once in a while, Mike will bring in a question from the 30,000-foot view, which is a little different. And it helps you take a step back once in a while and maybe reevaluate things. And he makes some great points. Such a small school guy that you're going to have to take a risk, but where do you take that risk? And usually it's somewhere in the late third.
What about trading up in the fourth rather than trying to get back into the third, just trying to move up higher in the fourth? Think it's worth it?
It's really a great checks and balances system because you have a lot of different people who wear different hats, but at the same time, we're all working towards one common goal, and that's selecting the right player to be an Arizona Cardinal and to put them in a position to win a world championship here.
The Arizona Cardinals select.
So many times in this business, many of you have heard me talk about evaluating college football players and what an inexact science, in fact, it is. And it's not because of the physical skill set. As scouts, we all go out throughout the country and we see the big, the fast, the talented players. The thing that separates the good from the great ones, I say this many times, is the heart and the mind.